You know, when it is about sugar, it has to be sweet taboo. Sweetest taboo coming down only at 17 minutes past 10. This is Shewall with me, Patricia Dominic.
And I'm a ding ding the hurricane.
And of course, we are live on Facebook page in case you want to see whom we are having in today. Just go to make sure that you follow our Facebook page and as well as follow the Blessed Junior Facebook page so that they can also, you have to be stay updated all the time about whatever is happening there. And remember, we are having an amazing guest in the studio today who is going to share with us more on the importance of financial independence to young women. I don't know how you misuse your finances outside there. I don't know what you do with your money. Sometimes we just receive our money and we then boom, one minute you see someone is already in the market buying things that and the money is gone. And this is the reason why we are having today Dorothy Rabi, the CEO or director for Blessed Junior School, and she is also a teacher by profession, not forgetting theology and communication development. This is so great.
It's amazing. Our school is one of the most important part of, us. And I think Blessed Junior is one of those schools that is really good. Mm-hmm. And today we are very much privileged to have, the director here with us. And she's going to be sharing a lot of insightful things with us today. And of course, ladies, if you're listening, this is a woman who has made it for herself. Mm. Be ready to be inspired, be ready to be motivated, and to learn a lot of new things today.
You don't have to misuse that money.
Don't go buying dresses.
Don't go buy everything. All right, you're welcome.
It's wonderful. Can I manage this accent? My God, journalist's accent is so deep and nice. Can I connect your accent today? Okay, Dorothy Rabi, CEO, founder of Blessed Junior School. My husband is Pastor Matthew Rabi. Mm-hmm. So we are Christians, we are pastors. Mm. Same time, I'm a businesswoman, I'm a mother, I'm a mentor, I'm a counselor, all that.
Oh, so beautiful.
Yes.
So getting, into, our financial, independence of young women today, what do you think is financial literacy and why is it essential for young women, for their economic empowerment?
Financial literacy is the way of managing finances or money. Learn how to save, budget, save, investing, and it's very essential for that women should have that knowledge so that they can not only live on daily bread, not to survive but to thrive, to be able to stay with being financial stress-free without, most of the women, almost 80% of women, they go through stress and depression because of financial mismanagement. So if you see from the S&P Global, these are financial analysts, they normally say that 35% of women are financially literate compared to men who are 50. And that gap is still big. So as women, as time goes on, we are fighting it. Women are coming up to outcompete with men.
Yeah.
Now, if you see Blessed Junior School in Juba, we have operated for almost this is the 5th year. But there are other schools owned by men that have operated for almost 15 years. But at least not by bad, the school has hit. Yeah. In peace, the school has hit and is owned by a woman, which is me. So if we join hands together and women understand that money should be managed very well, we can bridge this gap.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, and in case you're all watching us live on Facebook, you can drop your comment in the comment section and I'll be able to read it out loud. And in case you also want to be part of this conversation, you can dial later 0927 and 995 995 0988 995 995 and 0910 995 952 for you to be part of this conversation and ask any question of your choice. And definitely our guest will be able to hear and I'll give you the answer right away. How can financial education help women achieve independence and reduce a dependency? Because if we look around today, many women don't know how to use their finances. Rather, they just love depending on other people. How would that help them with education?
Pardon?
I was asking, how can financial education help women achieve independence and reduce dependency?
Okay, financial education or literacy, it helps women know how to earn, to save, invest, and to budget wisely. We have this lady, Susie Oman. She's an American woman that teaches about financial independence. She normally says that money is not in numbers, but is what they call financial freedom, is what they call money.
Yes.
You know, most of the rich people, they don't have money because they are still mentally stressed. In other words, they have papers. Money is assets. Money is to manage your life, and it caters for all your needs. And you can leave some inheritance to your children. This is what they call money. It's not papers. This is what that lady says, an American woman, Susie Oman. It is not papers. It is financial independence. Yeah.
And of course, looking at it, today, especially in our country, most women are, dependent upon other people. Sometimes they do have the money, but they don't know how to use it in the right way. They don't know how to invest it in the right way and to be able to do something for themselves. So, Mrs. Dorothy, what are some basic, financial skills women should learn to manage their finances better?
Some of the financial skills that women should learn is to budget. Because most people know how to budget money.
Yes.
Somebody is given something now like £1 million. Somebody is given £10 million. But if you don't know how to budget it, you won't be able to invest it. You won't be able to save.
Yes.
You won't know how they can make profits. But if a woman is taught how to manage finances, you know all those basics, or even managing the debts. Like you can go and borrow money from the bank, but if you don't know that financial literacy, you won't be able to pay to service the loan. And at the end of the day, your asset will be grabbed. Yes. Money, we are supposed to command it what to do, not money to command us.
Yes.
True.
Yeah.
That is very true, because if we see around today, it's money that is commanding people.
Very true.
If you have money today, trust me, the moment you go into the market, everything you see nice into yourself, you're just going and grab it. There's nothing else like you're thinking about tomorrow. What will the children eat? What will other people, how are you going to survive at home? There's nothing like that comes into your mind. First thing that comes into mind, oh, I want that handbag. Oh, I want that heel.
True.
Oh, I want that. Oh, okay, that is what you want. But how would you advise a lady who thinks like that?
I know when I have neighbors. She can come and tell you, my husband has given me $1 million, but I'm telling you, I was desperate for a bag. I was desperate for perfumes. And she can buy things through the house. Within a week, Madam, can you borrow me some money? You ask her, where is $1 million that were given to you by your husband? So, I always tell women that love in marriage is sustained by a woman who is financially independent. Men of these days, they are tired of give me, Adini, give me. A man will get fed up and they end up even quitting out of the house because whatever give. So we need to benefit the family as women, not to ask, beg. And when somebody has not worked out for money, even spending it is easier.
Yes.
But when you hustle for it, you count it worth.
Yes.
You count it valuable. So, as women out there, I would suggest that we should stop this old mentality of millennium of long ago that we depend on men. Let us hustle and work because life can change anytime.
Yes.
This world today, you are driving V8, tomorrow you are on the border. So today your husband is rich, tomorrow is no more. And secondly, here in South Sudan, what I hear, even what I've seen practically, because I'm a counselor, you see women, I built a house with my husband, and he made me to be home with the kids. Now when he died, now they are pushed out of the house. But if you could develop before the man dies,
Yes.
you remain financially strong.
Yes.
So to our mothers out there, this is a tip that at least I can give to you. Yes.
And of course, that's very insightful, coming in from Miss Dorothy. And of course, sometimes as, women, we do have the money, but sometimes we don't think ahead in the future. You're thinking of the nearest thing now. There's that fancy bag I saw. Okay, I must get it. But you're not thinking of what will happen after that money is done. And of course, Miss Dorothy is here to, give you a bit of insightful of how you best can handle that. And, coming to that, what barriers do women face in, accessing financial resources like loans and credit? I know with some banks, sometimes when you need to take out a loan, they should have at least, something there, for you. So in case you're unable to pay back, work, they'll be able to take that. But most women don't have like, properties and all this. So what are those barriers that they face whenever they need to like, get credit or loans?
The barriers they face is that sometimes women lack collateral, which are assets. Secondly, there's that women inequality, gender kind of.
Yes.
There are some men, if you land on a loan officer who is a man, they have the thing of, this is a woman, will she manage,
True.
And for me, personally, I've faced it.
Yes.
I've faced it, but when I go for a loan, I prove it right. So they can look at you and say, but you're a woman, how can you get that $100,000 US dollars? How will you pay it? But women are financially, in finances, if you find the biggest percentage of women, they can easily manage their funds, is a reality. So the barriers we are facing is the collateral and gender inequality, that they look at us as if we cannot make it.
Exactly.
Yes.
From the old traditional mindset of men, women are supposed to be in the kitchen. How did they come out?
Yes.
To come and begin to hustle and battle with the loans.
Yes.
So are the challenges we are facing.
Yes, that is very true.
These challenges we are facing, because mostly even men, they know how to corner women. That's why we are lacking collateral assets. You can be working in an organization, you join man with a man, but at the end of the day, he'll tell you, obviously, the land title have to be in my name.
Exactly,
Yes.
So by the moment you want to wake up to go for a bank, the bank will ask where is an asset. You're going to have it. So for my fellow women out there, it's not satanic. We should come out of this old mindset. Women should not hold the property.
Yes.
This, even the Bible encourages so much to join together funds, but when it comes to reality, it doesn't work.
Yes.
Sure.
Because a human being is wicked. Men are, I don't want to say that men are wicked, but a human being, the Bible says, cast is who trust a human being.
True.
Personally, whatever I've met in Juba, at least my husband is a pastor.
Yeah.
That's why in reality, I put his name there.
Yes.
Yes. But if I'm owning something somewhere where I have my nationality, I'll put pure my name.
True.
I speak it with the confidence because I've made the money.
Yes.
Not because the man has pampered me, has given his salary, no way. So men, they should stop cornering us. And they begin to sweet talk women, and they calculate your salary properly. If she comes in, I'll pamper her, I'll love her with a lot of love. At the end of the day, she grabs the money from you in name of love and shout, love overflow. And you get pissed off, you give it.
Yes.
Within a year, the guy has acquired an asset. Reaching to borrow a loan, it is not there. You have nothing in your hands.
For sure.
So.
And of course, that is very true. And I believe so many women are going through this.
Yeah.
You will find someone just loving you when it's already, the money is coming in. But if the money is not there, trust me, that person is not there also. So with that, how about you take a breather, then we come back.
FM.
Oh, Christopher J. Living Prince on the beat.
Real music, Hydra Classic, Golden Harmony, DRC. Let's do it, let's do it.
Prince Pandi.
Nowadays, Pinas referees. I'll be gulu money, I'll be wasif. There's all I'll chain, there's all I'll quiz. Ana in the way. Ana gishufu ya tutebi wala malube yede. Kambini de mahilwa leita. Iya hilwa fienta zoltani. Kambamba de magiala buseiti. Ghera leki shinu. Kambini de mahilwa leita. Iya hilwa fienta zoltani. Kambamba de magiala buseiti. Anadairu. Shala kanta wilu wala kuse. Anadairu. Shala kan buni wala asfer. Anadairu. Shalalo mafizol de shufu anadairu. De bini atai. Bini de tai wanadairu zede. Hiya say malaika. Fiena tai. Kantalam de majiburita. Ruwa le dictor. Wale le police. walele kuju ana mashile betoma bemaloda ubagartai arabia gurush kama jibu hiya fi betai iris besera kama ashan kul zol yarifu gali mafi zol wele dunia bisura tarabuna kambini ya mahiwa leita iya hilwa fienta zoltani kambamba de magia la buseiti ghera leki shunu kambini ya de mahilwa leita iya hilwa fienta zoltani kambamba de magia la buseiti anadayo shala kanta wilu wala kuse anadayo shala kan buni wala asfer anadayo shala ma fi zol da shufu anadayo yeah debini atai
ana kumsa basababe muswaki wakasmana talafata babu wala naino bamba na bada hizo rasta na taibada tonga ena taibada tonga na mainu chikilto mainu tulto kalam taine siya ana aino roho tai kamandu go crash fogo iya haja geni sahil kanana filo shabab geni wonu sana asuma befok taninde bada kide gali bamba de tapop taninde bada wonu gali bamba de matop common marufu gali bamba de futu mularo lontaki yaswe bunta aderop anarudu winti ze bagara motor dunia de mainti ana mader fogo zola shanana deru winti be barakata fo anadairo shaladairo anadairo
shalakan buni wala asfer
anadairo
shalalo mafizol da shufu
anadairo
debini atai
debini atai
Lebini atai Lebini atai Lebini atai.
And this is Christopher J with Lil Bin Gali Anadairo Binia de Shalakanugu Sero la Towilo la can Aswedo la Buni. So long as that is the Binia Nadero, there's nothing you're gonna do about it. And still this is show with me, Patricia Dominic.
And I'm a ding the Harry Gale.
And as I said earlier, we are talking about the importance of financial independence to young women, to young girls, to you as a man in case you also don't know how to manage your finances. And with us, we are having Miss Dorothy Rabi, the CEO of Blessed Junior School, and she is here today to tell us more insights about the financial independence. And in case you also have a question, you can drop it at the comment section and I'll be able to read it out loud. And in case you are also listening to us live, you can call 0927 and 995 0988 995 and 0910 995. Welcome back again, once again.
Thank you.
All right, earlier we are talking about how men are conning women, how men are, I guess they're in the name of a woman's money. Instead, in case, looking at it also, if women have money, they will not show up any kind of love to that particular woman. But when a woman gets money, trust me, everything will just come like flawlessly, just to grab that money. So looking at it, how does financial independence help women protect themselves from such kind of abuses in today's societies, Miss Dorothy?
Financial independence gives them the power to live dangerous situations. It gives the if you know the knowledge, ignorance is destruction, but wisdom is wealth.
Yes.
If you know the knowledge, you'll be able to predict dangerous situations. Economics, advocates say that economic abuse keeps women trapped, but financial freedom sets them free. Trapped, in other words, they are kept in the box of suffering. But if you are financially free, you are financially free. So most of the domestic violence, 99% of it is originates from financial crises, financial abuse. If you go and carry research, most of the domestic violence, quarreling, fighting, divorce cases originates major from finances. Between a man and a husband, a wife and a husband. That's what I can say. Yes, but we can control that cycle. We can break it. Yes,
that's true.
And from what Miss Dorothy said earlier, they are husbands, by the way, who are the one in charge of receiving their women's salary.
Yes.
There are women who work, but when you receive your salary, you give it to your husband. He's the one who makes the decisions of what to do with it, how are we budgeting it, and which is, by the way, very wrong. Honestly, it's something very wrong because. When you work hard for something, you should be able to, be the one to decide what to do best with it. So, coming to that, how can understanding budgeting and saving, improve women's financial stability?
Okay, budgeting prevents overspending. Then saving creates safety. If you save, that is safety, this is security. So, as the ongoing says that a pen saved is a pen earned.
Yes.
And a dollar invested is a future secured.
Yes.
So, financial, but I mean, how if you are budgeting and you are saving, you are most likely to come out of financial crises. Yeah. And this is really security if you save and you budget. Yes.
All right.
All right. You can still give us a call 0927 995 995 0988 995 995 and 0910 995 995. Those who are calling earlier, now the lines are open for you to dial and share with us your question. Maybe in case you have addition or subtraction, just dial in and let us know what you want to say about financial independence, because this is something that we as women are struggling with in this country, and probably you also as a man, because you're the one sometimes in charge of this money. Come on, I work for my money and you come and just take it like nothing is. But you can still reach us and say anything that you want to say on this conversation. Now, someone is cutting me short. Hey.
11.
Whoa. Whoa. Is network jealous? Definitely, you can still reach us and tell us what you want to say. How can women in rural areas benefit from financial education programs?
Women in rural area can benefit in these programs in the way of they'll have the knowledge to save. They'll have the knowledge to learn mobile money banking. And if one woman is helped in the village, know that you have lifted up the whole village. Because women are mothers, they are mothers. They give out, they educate, they counsel, they whatever they have, they want to wish the rest of the society. Then, unlike men, if you see society standards that if you touch a woman in the society, the whole society can stone you because you are counted as mothers. So if one woman learn how to do mobile banking, learn how to invest, learn how to get money from the bank, loans, management, know that whoever is around her will benefit.
Yes.
So if you educate a woman, you have educated the whole nation. Yes.
That is true. And, there is something, by the way, that happens a lot in that whenever people see a successful woman, let me say maybe she's driving an expensive car or, she's like made it in life. The first comment is she probably got that from a man. That is a man sponsoring her. This is something that's very common, and people in our country do it a lot to women.
Yes.
They love dragging women down. Even when they don't know the source of her income, the first thought is it's a man who gave her this. And speaking of that, in what way can financial literacy address gender-based financial inequalities, because that can count as a gender-based inequality?
Okay, so but if women are taught how to invest,
yes,
they can even be able to negotiate salaries. They can build wealth. If we give equal knowledge, means equal power.
yes,
Yeah, that one can reduce that gender inequality. If we both taught how to manage finances, we shall be able to negotiate salaries, build wealth, and we shall be able to invest. So by doing that, it will boost the income of women. Yes.
All right, we are only left with 19 minutes to the top of the hour, and we are also about to say bye-bye. And in case you also want to say anything, you still have the chance to dial in and let us know what question you have for our guests or what any additional subtraction you want to put across. Now, looking at it also, if women come together to work hand by hand or develop the skills of financial planning and all this, what benefit would they gain from such education?
Can you repeat your question?
What benefit could women get from developing financial planning skills? What long-term benefit would they get?
Okay. long-term benefits. They'll be able to keep family wealth, funding some dreams that you never funded before. You can start developing some projects that by the time that you are saving, you won't be able even to manage them. So saving or saving in all days can protect you from long-term stress.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. And, with that, if to maybe women who want to start and grow small businesses, what financial literacy advice would you like to give them? If there's a woman there, she wants to start maybe her tea business, maybe she wants to start, crocheting clothes, what advice would you give her?
But before that, someone wants to say something. Let me cut you short. About FM? Yes, good morning.
Good morning, Patricia.
How are you, Sammy?
I'm great.
You're welcome. Say
Thank
hi
you.
to our guest and a ding.
Yes, the ding the
Hi,
hurricane.
Sammy.
I'm good. Madam Dorothy,
Yes.
so happy and glad to hear from you.
Thank you.
I'm so happy for the financial literacy. Hoping it cuts across, not only for women. Actually, that's why I called. I want to thank you so much. There's one word that cost me so much
Yes.
in your speech. That we should always not let money control us. We should always control money. And this is, I think, the most reason as to why people have failed to budget for their finances. Like, we're always driven. So with this, I'm really so glad that I hope that this lands on all the people in this world and we shall have a very good environment to stay in. I wish you visit us always and give us such good dialogue and shall have a good set for us. I hope you don't stop coming today for the show.
Sure.
Thank you very much, girls, for bringing this wonderful lady. Give us some good speeches.
All right. Thank you, Sammy.
Thank
So
you.
much.
Yeah, okay.
And this is an inspiration from Sammy. Yeah, we are glad to have that.
And of course, back to, Madam Dorothy, I asked a question before, to women who want to start and grow small businesses, what financial literacy advice would you give to them?
Okay, the financial literacy I can give them is they should learn first to budget.
Yes.
If you learn how to budget, it will give you the second step to phase. I mean, second step to save. Saving is to start yesterday.
Yes.
And if you fail yesterday, the best time is today. When you budget, you will save. When you save, from that savings, it will push you to plan where to invest.
Yes.
It's like a cycle. Learn how to budget, save, from saving investment. From investment, that's development. So if women learn all those tips, those basic knowledge of financial literacy,
Yes.
we shall have a redeemed world, a redeemed community, a redeemed land that we are no longer beggars. We are no longer give me. We shall, and there's something I want to advise my fellow mothers, that we are not holding the destiny of our children.
Yes.
Mind you, 9 months, a child in the womb. It is the way it brings that attachment that a child you are responsible for a child's future.
Yes.
I can quote from the Bible about Jacob and Isaac. The mother made it sure that he's the one who gets the inheritance of his dad.
Yes.
She pushed it. So we are supposed to push the future of our children. If we want to have a developed world, a stable nation, with the mothers, we hold where there is the biggest part of their lives. We budget for them, we plan for them. So men are out there, they are not even concentrated. We are the one who know the strength of our children at home.
Yes.
Very true.
Yeah. So we should wake up. Specifically, I can say that Africans, in quotes, not only in South Sudan, I think it's a general Africa.
For true.
she has spoken it that people think that a woman gets money from a husband, but
Yes.
not real. Because we are now being educated.
Yes.
We are now, women are engineers, women are pilots. There's a South Sudanese girl, I saw her, she's in America, a very organized pilot, and people are celebrating her, cheering her,
Yes.
cheering her. So in other words, gone are those days of long millennium. Women are now on top. And mind you, women, mind about your husbands. I hear some people even can kill you when a man sees that you are on top.
Yes,
you know, they
very
have that insecurities.
Yes, yes,
Insecurities. Why is she? Even they are shouting more than her name out there than me.
Yes.
They can't accept that mentally. They can't. So if you land on a wicked man, can sweep your life.
That is true.
So mothers, make sure you put your lands in your names and keep your land titles far away. Far away. Forgive me for that. I'm not putting wrong mentality in women, but for me, this is what I preach out, and this is what's happening on the ground in realities.
Yes, very true.
Yes.
All right. Principal Omar is saying we love the knowledge that our CEO is delivering to the community. It's so impactful on Facebook.
Amen.
Yeah. So with that, we are only left with 13 minutes to the top of the hour. And there's only one question that I always ask our guests, but not every guest. There are some specific guests that I do ask, and I would love to present it to you today.
Yes.
If you are given one rule to, if you are given the power to make one rule for this world to follow, what would it be?
One role for the world to follow.
Yes.
What I would think of that one role is to have stable marriages. You know, when marriages are stable, we have a stable country and society. If the society is stable, we shall avoid these wars and crises entirely. So this is the one role that I could advise the entire world. Yes.
And this is so beautiful.
Very beautiful. And to that, to be honest, I think men are one of the biggest, financial barriers for women. Let's be honest about that. It is true. And today, I'm wondering, Mrs. Dorothy, you're a successful woman. You are in a stable marriage. What advice would you like to give men out there who are threatened by the success of their wives, their girlfriends? What would you like to tell them,
What I'd like to tell women or men,
Yes.
both women and men.
Yes.
So I would like to tell men, let them accept. If you know that you married a strong woman,
Yes.
accept.
Yes.
Accept and believe that. Then the mothers or the women out there, money can change character.
True.
Yeah.
True. Very true.
In spite of you being higher than a man in finances, this the most important time that you humble more and respect your man. You can even wash his feet. This is the time that you can even love him the most, so that he cannot feel those insecurities.
Yes. Very true.
The moment it becomes so arrogant, it will end in tears.
For sure.
Yes.
All right. And with that, we are so glad to have you in today for the show. It's so powerful and so impacting me. I've noted a lot of things that I'm taking it with me from here. And I believe these are the things that has to do with our lives, especially finances and all this, and even abusive marriages. And we have touched that. I believe in case you are also listening, at least you take note of it. And maybe there's someone who is going through such struggles outside there. Now it's up to you to deliver to that person the message that Ms. Dorothy has put across today to all of us, to make sure that so that we can be happy and we also learn how to manage our finances if we are the kind of people who spend anyhow.
And since we're left with only 9 minutes to the end of the hour, Miss Dorothy, what is the message you would like to send to our listeners? Your last message, maybe an inspiration, a word of advice. What is your last message to the listeners?
My last package is financial power is your voice, is your security, your future. When you start small, you save a little. Learn a lot and watch your confidence grow. Remember, a woman who controls her money controls her future. So in summary, that's what I can give them. Yes.
All right. Thank you very much, Miss Dorothy. And I hope, to the people listening out there, you have learned something, today. I hope you are inspired. You have, you are going to change something about yourself. And to women, successful women, it's usually true people complain because money does change people. That is a
Yes.
fact and the truth. You can't remain the way you are when you are poor, when you become independent and rich. So maybe try to be humble so that someone doesn't feel threatened because you're now successful. All of a sudden you don't respect other people. No.
Yes.
And to the guys, maybe try and be supportive. Your woman earning more than you doesn't make you less of a man. It doesn't.
It
It
doesn't.
actually make you more of a man because it shows you married a strong woman. You chose higher than other men. So you shouldn't feel threatened by that, but be more supportive and maybe everything will go right. Yeah.
All right, and with that, thank you once again for coming in and gracing our studio today with this amazing knowledge that you have put across. And I believe so many people have learned, including myself. I've learned, and trust me, I'm not going to choose a man that will later abuse me. Definitely, I'm not doing that. And with that, once again, for those who are watching, thank you so very much. And for those who are listening, thank you for being part of Shiwal today. We'll link up again tomorrow at the hour of 11 to 1 p.m. From me, all I can say is remember to just take the knowledge, take it serious because it has to do something with your life.
And of course, it's a Friday, so prepare for the weekend. Tomorrow, we're coming in with the best vibes.
Yes.
Until we meet again. Adios.
Peace out.
It's Urban FM 99.